What about Platinum In episode 4? I haven't got to watch this yet, but you got to check it out later. Platinum In is and sucking on both. Like their episodes, their newest is always going to be a hit or miss for me and Zach both. It just depends.
Yeah.
Because the day they come out is when we record, and Platinum In comes out so damn late in the day for us. But what do you think of episode 4? I mean, I enjoyed 3 quite a bit.
It got dark.
Oh, this is picking up where
it all takes place in that stadium.
Yeah, Metropolitan basically called everyone out. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So yeah, it picks up from episode 3 where the blue and yellow show up to try and attack him, and more or less it reveals that Metropolitan had this big scheme. The person at the mound is actually not him; it's actually a human he shot to dress up like him and be there as a decoy. And Metropolitan is watching all this. Those two try to shoot him with a red arrow, find out that it lets you know that anyone who's already hit by a red arrow can't be hit by another one, so it bounces off. And it's a whole thing where those two trying to confront Metropolitan and him sort of outsmarting him, because after Metropolitan announces, like, well, I found out what I want, I'm not going to come in, you guys are idiotic. They land next to the fake and are planning to take him to interrogate him when another candidate shows up, a little girl who's crying, saying she's scared of him and that she wants to join them, and them being all worried and just like, well, let us shoot you with a red arrow. And in the meantime, Metropolitan flies, grabs her ass, shoots her with a red arrow, then flies away. And he's just like, you guys suck. You're really slow. And them revealing their whole plan of, oh, the arrows can only go this far, and it takes 2 seconds before you shoot another one, and him just going, well, I got 2 arrows, so it takes me like 0.3 seconds to shoot 2 arrows, because he can shoot them back to back. Some more people who are acting like God Cannon show up that team up with Yellow and Blue, which turns out that they're actually hired actors by Metropolitan used as decoys to bring these two down, because they shoot those two, and then while they have their backs turned, he switches with his fake, and when they go back to the mound, he's behind them, shoots one with the white arrow, shoots the other one with a red arrow.
Talking about the
red and the yellow and the blue guy.
Okay.
Offs one guy, makes the other guy fall in love with him. He backtalks the angel because the angel tries to sneak away with the wings and arrow. He's just like, "What you doing? That is by my right mine." She throws him to him. He's like, "Bye." Literally, as she drags off the soul to the hell, he's just like, "Thank you."
These angels don't give a fuck.
No, not really. More or less, he just completely owns the situation and has more or less planned for everything up to the point where he then takes the girl he shot, who's a candidate, and the guy in the yellow as a candidate, has these super maniacal superhero mega villain handcuffs the girl to one of the railings, handcuffs the other girl's arm to the yellow dude, and he uses the whole thing about when people are shot by a red arrow, they'll only do things to a certain extent. And he's more or less like telling them, would you die for me since I've now shot you with a red arrow? And they're going, well, and he points the white arrow at the guy, and he's just like, and he starts flipping out and tries to fly away, more or less trying to fly away, but he's cuffed to the girl. So she's literally being pulled between this bar and this guy trying to, why the fuck are you laughing, you sick piece of shit?
Jesus Christ.
But no, it got dark, and guy is trying to fly away to escape, and he finally just shoots the guy, offs him, and then the girl's freaking out because the dude dies, and Metropolitan then pulls out another white arrow and is aiming at her, and he's more or less mocking, going, keep this in your mind, all you cowardly candidates. And the girl's screaming for help and everything, and people are confused as fuck, because you got to keep in mind, only other candidates can see these wings and arrows, so they just see people falling and flying in the air. They have no idea going on, and they're talking about arrows and God candidates. Everyone's confused as fuck, and all this crap is going on. And then they see the guy just drop, and they're just like, is he really dead? Is it going to happen to the girl? And this girl is screaming, crying, and her angel finally comes down, asking him to stop, and he's just like, give me a reason to stop. Beg for her life. And the angel starts begging for someone to help. He's like, you can do it. Continues to aim his white arrow.
Shit.
And then the whole time it's also been showing Ravel and I forget the other angel's name. The super pure one.
Nice,
yeah. And back at the room, and Ravel's just like, I hope, I forget our MC's. I haven't learned any of these
Saki.
people. Yeah. He's like, I hope Saki doesn't do anything stupid. And the whole time, not Saki, no, the actual MC.
Oh, Mirai.
Mirai doesn't do something stupid. And it's just the whole time, because they end with all this home, Mirai's just going, what do I do? What do I do? If I do this or that? And then right at the end, before the episode ends, Saki says something of, don't let him do that. And Mirai, you just see the ring around his neck pop up, and some shit's about to go down next episode.
Jesus, I missed a hell of an episode.
Yeah, no, it got dark real quick.
I'm gonna have to check that out later.
It was a very nice build up too.
Nice.
For anyone who hasn't watched it, I'm sorry I spoiled it, because it was just such a good episode, because it was such a nice build up with them thinking they won to just slowly going down this hellhole.
Right. And that laugh was more of like a nervous laugh, more than anything. I also laugh when I watch like horror movies too.
I explained that, and you just start trying. I was like, this.
It's more just like a nervous laugh, like, oh fuck, what's happening?
Oh man,
calling me out like that. Shit, come on, man.
I mean, that's the worst possible time to laugh.
It's just like I said, I get nervous laugh where it's like, oh god, fuck. I just wanted to explain myself there.